Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about my new Sublimation printer. My new printer is the Epson SCT3170X. So the reason I had to upgrade is because I needed to be more efficient for my business and because my other printers stopped working. If you followed me for a long time, you know my first Sublimation printer was the Sawgrass printer, and then I decided I needed to print bigger. So then I moved to the Epson 15000. I had two of those. Those printers printed thousands and thousands of prints for me. And one day they both decided that they just did not want to work very good anymore. So I decided to try something new. So this new printer, like I said, is a lot more efficient for me. It is a sublimation printer. A lot of the Epson printers, people just put sublimation ink in and they're not necessarily made for that. So with this printer, I'm able to use my paper in them. I can use all my sizes. I can also use roll paper, which you can be able to make the gang sheets and everything with that. And this printer prints so much faster. If you've used a lot of the other Epson printers, and let's say you're printing like a 13x19, it prints so slow. A lot of the time I would literally have to work on my orders overnight. I would have to set my printer up to be printing all night long because it was just that slow. With this printer, you don't have to worry about that. So basically what I do is if I'm working on a bunch of orders, I get into Canva and I create a gang sheet. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically just a big print and you add all your designs on it and then you're able to print it right out. All right, so really quick guys, we're going to get into Canva here and I'm going to show you how I would make my gang sheets. You can use other softwares, but this is just what I understand and what I do. So we're going to go over here in Canva and I'm going to print a 24x32. So we're going to go to create design, custom size, change this to inches, 24x32. It's really important. I learned this the hard way. It's really important to, if you're going to create it in Canva, you make sure that you you know what size you're going to be printing. My printer on my computer will show me like what size roll, what size the roll will put in. So you can do bigger than this, but just for the sake of example, that's what I'm going to show you. So when you put it in 24x32, that's exactly what it's going to print. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to what sizes you're making these designs. So I typically make my designs like 11 inches or 12. So we're just going to go ahead and add these in here really quick. And when you're doing like gang sheets and stuff, it's essentially kind of like Tetris, like you're just putting them on and making sure they're not touching each other. All right, so that's my sheet. Like I said, you can make longer sheets. You can obviously print single designs. You can do all those things. But what I'm going to just do is go up here and hit transparent background, download, and then we're going to send it over to the printer. That's all there is to it. But like I said, make sure that you're doing it in Canva the same exact dimensions that you're going to be printing it in, because if you do anything different, your designs are going to be the size that you intended them to be on that sheet, if that makes sense at all. Another great thing about this printer is that it cuts it for you. So when it's done printing, it slices it and then it can be caught down here. In here, that's not like a super necessary thing, but for me, I just really like that about the printer. So like I said, you can put a roll in here, just like so. And then you also have the capabilities of putting in 8.5x11, 8.5x14, 11x17, 13x19. So it pretty much can do it all for you. And it's just a really great printer. So today I thought I would show you, if I were to print out 4 or 5 designs on a gang sheet, how I would do that in Canva and send it to this printer and show you what it does. And obviously the best thing about this printer is you are able to use the best sublimation ink in this printer. This is my line of ink and tons of people use it. They get super bright, colorful, vibrant prints. So definitely recommend you check that out. But yeah, that's what I use in this printer. And then you can also use my paper. I have 8.5x11 up to 13x19. So you can use that in there. Okay, so I use a Mac, and I think that Mac is a little bit easier to print directly from your computer with, but all we have to do is just open up the download. I'm gonna do flip horizontal, file, print, make sure my printer is selected. I go up here and where it says roll, and then like I said, you're gonna want to select exactly what it is that you designed it in, so 24 by 32. I go to media, best, and then we're gonna go ahead and just hit print. So it took about 2 minutes to print all these designs, and with my other printers to print like a 13 by 19 print takes like anywhere from like 10 to 15 minutes. Like it was really slow because I had it set on like best settings and stuff. So it's a game changer when you are trying to get work done fast and efficiently. This has made such a huge difference. Another thing I wanted to add was this stand is optional, so you don't have to buy the stand. You can just get the printer by itself. I also want to add sometimes, like, so when you first get a printer and set it up, you do have some issues, like right when you first like put ink in and do all that. Like sometimes you think that you're gonna set it up and it's just gonna print perfectly and beautifully and you're not gonna have any issues and any of that, which is not true. Right off the bat, putting ink in this, I was having issues with colors and stuff like that. Like you just really have to work on your settings and all of that. But once you get all that narrowed down, which I think is really any printer, but once you get that narrowed down, it's amazing, and I highly recommend this printer. I know that there's another printer. We might have to link that in on the video or put it on the video. It's like the Epson F something, and it's a little more expensive than this one, but it has the same capabilities this one does. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that you can do these gang sheets with sublimation, and it's really helpful instead of printing super slow. And if there's enough interest, I will do my paper in rolls. This is my paper in rolls that I have. I just haven't rolled it out to everybody yet, so comment below if that's something that you'll be interested in. Definitely go and buy some ink. It's great. And thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you next time.